Hi there, I'm Andrew. Welcome to Urban Rider for a look at the new DMD 75 helmet. This is a really striking kind of 70s motocross inspired aesthetic applied with modern technology and materials to make it a really aggressive looking but very kind of unique full face helmet for road use. So this kind of retro-inspired motocross look has borne its way into some of the kind of brands on the market today, but the DMD one has kind of stayed truest to some of those original 70s designs, and as a result it's been in pretty hot demand. It's very nicely finished, but it's also very kind of simplistic, and that's a really good thing. It allows you to accessorize, and there's a nice simple plain range of colors as well, so you can kind of detail up with decals if you want, or not. So there are 4 colours available. This is the matte black quite clearly. We've got a gloss white, a gloss yellow and a metallic blue. And the finishes really do make them look very different in terms of kind of the vibe they give. So this one looks quite kind of aggressive. The yellow, gloss yellow looks quite kind of retro, and the white looks quite kind of modern. So they all have kind of something a bit different. They come just as they are, just the shell and the helmet. So things like the goggles we've got here are just for illustration purposes. They're not included in the price, but they're always available from Urban Rider as extras. And we really would advise you to check them out. There's some fantastic things on offer to go with the helmet itself. So the 3 snaps at the front are essentially a kind of universal spacing system. So you can get stuff from DMD, of course, if you're looking for peaks, but you can also get stuff from a variety of brands. Again, check out the Urban Rider website for a selection. In terms of the goggles, there's a couple of really good brands we'd recommend. Barafaldi and Biltwell offering a fantastic range of goggles that will fit perfectly with the DMD 75 here. So one thing to mention, when you get these kind of retro-inspired motocross looking helmets that are actually designed for road use, you often find the aperture is much smaller than a genuine motocross helmet offers. And that essentially means that real motocross goggles are often too big to actually fit within the opening itself. So people have struggled in the past with certain brands of goggles that kind of look the part, but they just don't fit. The Barafaldi ones and the Biltwell ones are nice and compact, so they fit really well within a helmet like this. Speed 4s are a great choice. They're under £40 inclusive of VAT in the UK, and they come with a variety of lenses that you can switch out included in that price. So really nice, and they have that very sort of similar retro-inspired aesthetic to them, so they go really well together. Do check those out there in another video review. Back to this helmet. You get 2 shell sizes, and the great thing about it is, despite the sort of double shell sizes, they're all nice and small, so it doesn't really matter what you are. They come in a nice compact shell, and that's a really great thing. People always gravitate in store to the helmets that do offer the smallest shells, because you don't want to have a massive kind of helmet thing going on. And they're very comfortable as well. Fit is pretty universal, so I would just put it right in the middle between oval and round shapes, so it's a fairly kind of intermediate fit. I'm a 57 centimetre, making me a medium in most things. This one fits me quite snugly, but it is just about right. So I'd say if you're on the verge, there's a small possibility you might need to size up to the next one. But in most cases, I don't really see that being a problem. You've got a double D-ring fastening system, which is something that helps the helmet get the dual ECE and DOT homologation. So that means this is totally road legal for use in the States and in Europe. The actual shell itself is very impressive. It's a carbon fibre Kevlar composite, meaning it's very strong. It's also very light as well, and you're going to get good longevity out of something like this. So basically all boxes ticked for me, and just giving you the option, as I said before, to kind of accessorize. The lining, just quickly, is also removable and washable, so that's a nice feature there. The thing about the helmet that really makes it stand out is the kind of clean and simple finishing. So you've got the kind of rubber trim to it on the aperture opening and also around the bottom of the helmet. You'll notice you've got this kind of simple open vent system just around the front of the jaw guard here. That's not adjustable in any way, and it's just always going to kind of allow that extra airflow through it, but you do want that at all times really if you're going to be wearing goggles with it. You want to get maximum airflow to help the goggles and prevent them from kind of misting up in rubbish weather. So also have kind of very nice and very comfortable foam backing to the inside of that jaw guard, so in the off chance you're kind of getting it a bit close to your face as you're getting the helmet on and off, it's not going to catch and be uncomfortable. It's nice and softly padded on the inside there, and yeah, you've also just got really with this jaw guard a kind of very aggressive sort of look to it. So it's got that really quite acute sort of apex here just to the bottom of the jaw guard line, as you can see, that sort of just really comes right out in front of the jaw, and that's what gives the helmet this distinctive aesthetic. So we've definitely been impressed so far by the 75, and we've had really good feedback on it. There is a little bit of a kind of stock gap at the moment. After the initial order, they proved very popular, and we're pretty much down to skeleton stock just until the new year. There's going to be loads more coming back though. If you do have any questions, comments or feedback, we always love to hear from you, and always happy to help as well if there's anything we haven't addressed in this video review. So please leave that just in the comments section below. Love hearing from you guys, and do stay tuned and check out our forthcoming reviews. There's some really good stuff going into 2016 which we're really excited to show you. Stay tuned and we'll see you soon. Thank you very much. Goodbye.